USS Zumwalt's radar detects Japanese aircraft 100 miles away, launching SM-6 missiles that obliterate planes in seconds. A Tomahawk missile strikes Akagi, exploding in a fireball, turning the carrier into a floating inferno. June 4, 1942, dawn breaks over the Pacific as Japanese planes roar toward Midway Atoll. 4 Japanese carriers, Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, Hiryu, carry 272 elite pilots, leading a massive naval force. Japan aims to crush the U.S. Pacific Fleet, finishing what Pearl Harbor began 6 months ago. Over 100 Japanese warships, including battleship Yamato, form the largest naval strike force ever. Japanese technology relies on visual spotting, primitive radar, and weapons with a 25-mile range. Enter USS Zumwalt, a 2016 stealth destroyer, slicing through 1942 waves at impossible speed. Zumwalt's angular design hides a 15,000-ton warship with a radar signature of a fishing boat. Its 80 vertical launch cells hold missiles capable of wiping out entire fleets from afar. SM-6 missiles can down planes 150 miles away, striking with pinpoint accuracy. Tomahawk cruise missiles travel 1,000 miles, navigating to hit precise targets with devastating force. The SSM point defense missiles destroy anything daring to approach within close range. 2 115mm guns, meant for precision strikes, sit unused due to costly ammunition. SPY-3 radar tracks hundreds of targets, guiding missiles with supercomputer precision. Powered by 78 megawatts, Zumwalt cruises at 30 knots, silent as a whisper. In 1942, Zumwalt is a time-traveling war machine, unmatched by any navy. Japan's carriers, fresh from Pearl Harbor, carry battle-hardened pilots in Zero fighters. Akagi, Kaga, Soryu, and Hiryu are floating fortresses, crewed by elite naval aviators. Mitsubishi A6M Zeros, fast and agile, dominate the skies with veteran pilots. Sanun. Battleship Yamato, armed with 18-inch guns, looms in the distance, a formidable threat. Japanese ships rely on manual fire control, limited to visual range combat. At Aero 430, 108 Japanese planes launch, heading for Midway in tight formation. Zumwalt's radar locks onto the aircraft, its combat system analyzing threats instantly. SM-6 missiles streak skyward at Mach 3.5, targeting the Japanese formation. Japanese planes explode mid-air, pilots unaware of the invisible enemy striking. Panic grips the Japanese pilots as their formation crumbles into chaos. Some planes dive low, others climb, searching for the unseen attacker. Zumwalt's computers track every aircraft, launching missiles with relentless precision. Half the Japanese attack force vanishes before reaching Midway's shores. Survivors drop bombs haphazardly, fleeing back to their carriers in fear. Admiral Nagumo, aboard Akagi, hears reports of impossible losses, stunned. Nagumo orders a second wave of 170 planes to attack Midway immediately. Zumwalt moves to intercept, its stealth hull invisible to 1942 radar. The destroyer's crew watches the incoming planes like a video game. More SM-6 missiles launch, shredding Zeros and Kate bombers effortlessly. Japanese pilots, veterans of the Pacific, find themselves helpless against Zumwalt. Kate torpedo bombers explode before they can even aim at targets. The psychological toll devastates Japan's elite pilots, unable to fight back. Zumwalt shifts to offense, preparing Tomahawk missiles for the Japanese carriers. Tomahawks fly 545 skimming 50 feet above the ocean's surface. Akagi's lookouts spot a missile, mistaking it for a low-flying plane. The Tomahawk's 1,000-pound warhead detonates, tearing through Akagi's steel plating. Aviation fuel ignites, turning Akagi into a blazing wreck in minutes. Kaga meets the same fate, struck by a precise Tomahawk strike. Soryu's deck erupts as another missile finds its mark with deadly accuracy. Hiryu burns, its crew helpless against the unseen, futuristic attacker. Japan's carrier fleet, pride of the Navy, is reduced to smoldering ruins. The missiles' precision leaves no chance for Japan's defenses to respond. Zumwalt's crew monitors the destruction, calm amidst the one-sided carnage. Japanese sailors report an invisible enemy, morale collapsing under pressure. Zumwalt's magazines, holding 80 missiles, begin to run low after attacks. Without GPS satellites, Zumwalt relies solely on its onboard sensors. No data links exist to coordinate with other 1942-era units. Spare parts are non-existent, making any damage a critical concern. Japanese submarine I-168 lurks, armed with deadly Type 95 torpedoes. A single torpedo hit could sink even the mighty USS Zumwalt. Zumwalt's sonar gives it an edge, detecting submarines with precision. But submarines are patient, waiting for a moment of inattention. One mistake could send Zumwalt to the Pacific's ocean floor. Assuming I-168 is spotted, Zumwalt neutralizes the submarine threat. The Battle of Midway becomes history's most lopsided naval victory. 4 Japanese carriers sink, their decks consumed by flames. Hundreds of elite Japanese pilots are lost, irreplaceable assets gone. Japan's Pacific offensive capability is destroyed in a single morning. American losses are minimal, countable in one hand. USS Zumwalt earns the title Phantom of Midway for its dominance. 74 years of military advancement reshape the battle's outcome. Japan's defeat, once years away, is compressed into hours. The Pacific War's trajectory shifts dramatically in America's favor. Zumwalt's technology outclasses every ship, plane, and tactic of 1942. Its radar sees what 1942 eyes and machines cannot detect. Missiles strike with precision no gun of the era could match. The destroyer operates like a silent predator, untouchable and unseen. Japanese commanders struggle to comprehend the invisible enemy's power. Survivors tell tales of a ghost ship that annihilates without warning. Zumwalt's crew, trained for 2016 warfare, adapts to 1942 challenges. The ship's stealth hull baffles Japanese lookouts and radar. Every missile launch is a calculated strike, maximizing destruction. The battle's outcome rewrites naval warfare history forever. Midway's significance grows as a turning point in the Pacific. Zumwalt's presence proves technology's decisive role in warfare. Japan's dream of Pacific dominance ends in fiery defeat. The U.S. gains a strategic advantage years ahead of schedule. Zumwalt's legacy becomes a legend among naval historians. The ship's advanced systems remain a mystery to 1942 observers. Japanese pilots' courage is no match for futuristic weaponry. The battle's speed shocks even seasoned military strategists. Zumwalt's missiles turn Japan's strength into a fatal weakness. The destroyer's efficiency leaves no room for Japanese recovery. Midway becomes a symbol of technological supremacy in war. The Pacific balance of power shifts in hours, not years. Zumwalt's crew operates with precision, unaware of their historic impact. Japan's naval dominance crumbles under unrelenting missile strikes. The battle's outcome reshapes global perceptions of naval power. USS Zumwalt stands alone, a futuristic anomaly in 1920. Its stealth and firepower redefine what victory looks like. The Phantom of Midway becomes a tale of awe and fear. Japan's carriers, once invincible, lie shattered and sunk. The U.S. Pacific Fleet gains a reprieve never expected. Zumwalt's role in Midway echoes through military history. The battle marks a new era of technological warfare. Japan's loss at Midway cripples its Pacific ambitions. USS Zumwalt proves no enemy is untouchable with enough innovation. The Phantom of Midway sails into legend, forever unmatched.